be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same with the Grizzly Gentlemen. They're both fantastic deals and they help support this show. What is up, Planeswalkers? 36 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're going to be seeing some different things happening on the channel, essentially to make sure that the channel is doing as well as it can. First things first, I'm not going to be doing deck techs in the beginning of the videos anymore. I will be doing deck techs at the end, and they will have their own specific timestamp. The reason for this is some people don't care about the deck techs. We're going to be playing a Rakdos Arcanist deck. Yes, I spelled it like that on purpose. And yeah, we're going to be playing a best of 3. I've not actually played with this deck at all, but I had a lot of different decks that I wanted to build, and I was just like, I do not have, they're not working. So, I'm hopping straight into the gameplay, because based on some of the analytics that YouTube gives me, it seems like when I hop straight into the gameplay, the video does better. We get to see just like the general percentage of like retention, and the retention is higher when we jump straight in. This hand is probably quite fine. And I think I'm fine just seizing into Arcanist, depending, of course, on what our opponent's playing. You could go with a Supplier first, but I prefer just to, you know, dome myself for a casual 6. Interesting. So it's an Aetherworks Marvel deck. Do we just take the Attune with Aether? I don't think we do. Let's see. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Yeah. So I can take the Aetherworks Marvel here pretty comfortably, and still be able to hit him with an Arcanist. This does allow them to thin their deck somewhat, but I'm not too concerned about it. This is immaterial, frankly. Yes, so that's the thing that's going to be occurring in this video. However, interesting. Going to Thoughtseize. Gotta get rid of that. Going to play a Supplier. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack and Thoughtseize him. I've done a lot of damage to myself. I feel like it's fine, though. I definitely feel like it's fine. Another thing is, I'm going to be modifying. Let's see, I think I just swing here, right? I'm gonna do it again. Sure. I probably need to cool down with it a little, but it's fine. Yeah, another thing is, at the end of the videos, I'm no longer going to say, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. According to a lot of sources, it is best. I don't even think I have to worry about... I'm going to not use it this time. That's fine. Yeah, decline, thanks. I can claim it. Oh, it's 2 or less, you fool. Uh-oh. So we are going to go ahead and... Do we want to consume this now? Possibly. I don't know. I'm going to attack. Yeah, so analytics says that I should have, like, the a call to action is what it's called. Like, comment, subscribe. Earlier on. And just double check. Alright, so we're just going to hit them up with this. Yeah. But instead of saying like, comment, subscribe, I think I'm going to create a graphic for it. Hopefully it will essentially function the same. So I don't want to claim. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just claim the Stitcher Supplier. Not exactly what I was looking for, frankly. But we do have Bedevil, so that's pretty cool. Go ahead and choose the Bedevil here. Go ahead and target the Aetherworks Marvel. People also don't like when I take time to think, so I guess I'll be thinking less. I'm going to steal that from you. Darn. I can steal that from you. I just don't think it's going to matter. This doesn't give... No. We are going to steal this. For sure. Okay, so we're up against Marvel. So we do like Duress. We like the Abrades, the Rampage, the Bedevil. What we don't really need are the Claims. The Spikefield Hazard, I do not believe we really need. Even the thing like the Fatal Push and the Spark Harvest are relatively not needed. So I think this is probably fine. Let me just triple check here. And I'm actually going to make sure. Don't know what that was. Yes, I think this is fine. So there's that's going to be changing. I feel like there's something else. I don't remember. But I have a couple of changes that I'm slated to do. Yeah, it's hilarious. Like, if I had a single red source in addition, this hand would actually be nuts. Like, I would keep this hand in a heartbeat. But it does not have a red source. Yeah, I think I had the mulligan. So you might be saying, like, how is this any better than the previous hand? The reason it's better is because we have more cards that we can play. Right, the previous hand, we technically only had, what, 2? I will keep this, and I will yeet. It's between Kroxa and the Vessel. I think it's going to be the Vessel. Well, I'm glad I yeeted Vessel. Well, I definitely want to start off getting rid of this. They can't use either of these cards yet. Alright. Prove me wrong, I guess. Let's see. Do I want to just hurt myself and Kroxa? So they can play this next turn. Yeah, I think I hurt myself Kroxa here. Very interesting. I assume I'm going to get rid of this. Me am smart. Next turn is Supplier. I guess they paid the 2 life so that they could, like, do stuff. Whatever, it's fine. I'm definitely going to be paying the 3. So next turn I can potentially play Kroxa if I draw a land. Well, if I draw specifically red source. I'm fine just killing this here. Okay, now he's one land away from casting Thragtusk, which would be pretty annoying. But if we can just play this Kroxa here... Nope. Nobody, nope, nope. So I think I am fine. I think I will attack first. I will play the Supplier. I'm just gonna pass. So I'm gonna go land Thraggy. Yep. So they are gonna gain a little bit of life. This is a sorcery? Well, I feel stupid. Now, I assume that they will kill my Pyromancer. Yeah, if I read the damn card, I would have played this last turn. Yep, that's fine. I will block. This is super risky because they do now have enough to re-kill my Kroxa. So essentially we're just gonna get as many lands as we can from this. Alright, so now we'll take one of the Abrades. I think Agadeem's Awakening doesn't work nicely. We have a couple of Village Rites, so I'll get rid of that as well. We get to get rid of this card, but a top deck Harness Lightning is pretty bad for us. We do still need to pay attention to the fact that we're at 8. We're not teaming with life gain. We do have access to Lurrus. Okay. I'm going to do this. We're going to feign this. We're going to attack with both of these. I think we just Bedevil the Whirler Virtuoso, probably. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. Does he trade his 3/3? That's fine. Okay. Now he does not have the energy anymore to kill my Kroxa. It works Marvel. Okay. A little scary, not gonna lie. At this point, I think he should probably hold back to block. Yeah. Bloodchief's Thirst. Is that worth doing? This will put it up to 4. You'll need very little to use. Yeah, I guess in that situation I should have killed a 3/3. Yeah, I guess that was dumb of me. Because then I still have the Arcanist, yeah. Arcanist, whatever. My 1/1 can't block. Okay. They're up to 3. I pass the target. See if they get 3 energy. Okay, that's 2 energy. Yeah, this is very bad. I shouldn't have played Lurrus yet. Yeah, I shouldn't have played Lurrus yet. No, I have to not attack here. Yeah, that was also a misplay. I should have played a 1-drop and then killed this. Damn. Alright, what do they roll? I had several misplays that game. And that is...
The axiomatic structure of reality is surprisingly flexible.
Okay, what did I see this time? Maybe I do still want some claims. I'll have 1 claim. Yeah, I think that game was winnable. I just made, I think there were 3 major misplays in the game. I could be wrong. It's definitely one of the 1-drops. You know what? Let's try and do a weird one where I keep Archfiend's Vessel. So we still Duress here. God, we're gonna take 5 damage. So the plan is almost certainly going to be turn 1 Duress, turn 2 Kroxa. I did not realize they mulligan, so that's actually very helpful for me. I mean, you get rid of the Aether Works, but you are sad that they have the puzzle knot. That comes down too slow. Does it? Do I want to play that in Archfiend's Vessel? Another issue with this is that it makes Aether Angrath's Rampage worse. I'm gonna do this. That's fine, actually. So I got a Puzzle Knot here. Probably Mountain Puzzle Knot, if I had to guess. Interesting. Why lose the life there? I don't understand. Chandra? Oh, right. I forgot that this is an Aetherworks Marble deck. Also, yeah, my Ingress Rampage is just bad now. Dang, this is so unfortunate because I had that second game. I let it slip through my fingies. Yep. I think I keep this in my hand. Yeah, I think I keep it in my hand. Okay. What this card is. For that tapped. Yep. Hit me for 1. That is fine. Play this. And Will Awakening for 1. Why? It gives me a 5/5. And that's kind of all I can ask for right now. They could kill it with Harness Lightning, for what it's worth. Young Peasy is cool. Going to attack first. Interesting. I'm going to just put this in my hand. Yeah. And the reason is to potentially just start playing Kroxa every turn. It's obviously not the same as... Alright. It's obviously not the same. But... do attack you for 5 again. That's fine. They might be sacking the Puzzle Knot this turn, which would be pretty helpful. We'll do this, and we probably will just cast the Pyromancer as well. I assume they're going to get rid of this forest and take 3. Oh. Bye-bye, second Kroxa. And I will play the Young Peasy. 2 for 6 mana. Okay. Ooh, that's nice to see. I do believe we just pass here. Just hold up Bedevil. Although, I'm not sure it matters. I definitely don't want to play Lurrus out here. Because Lurrus into Kroxa can win the game. 2, 4, 7. Yikes. Or no, because of this, they actually have more life than that, but... I do think we just pass. Do they use the Puzzle Knot here? They don't. Cowards. Alright, this is 8 mana. Do they have the Eugene? They do have the Eugene. That's fine.
An opportunity to act rashly is a chance to fail.
Yeah, that is fine. Going to kill the Ugin here.
You are too dangerous to roam free. Endings are inevitable.
And I believe I can just cast Kroxa, yeah. And I believe I just want to cast Kroxa. Oh, I'd have to get rid of the other one. So it's super risky if they have, like, exactly exactly Marvel, but I think it's the right move. Otherwise, you could argue that Ingress Rampage Arcanist is better. You could also argue just playing Lurrus is better. Like, there are arguments to be made for those lines, but I prefer the line where I just, where I just win. On to game 2! Match 2. There's a 3-game match. That's another thing that's kind of unfortunate is that there's also like I need to check this across my my best of 1 videos, but best of 3 videos, when you go to sideboard, just an immediate sharp drop off. So I'm wondering if that's just because people only care to watch like 1 game essentially, or if it's just like the sideboarding people don't care about. So I think if it shows, like, theoretically I might start just making 1-game videos. We go first. We'll keep this. Do I want a Spikefield Hazard first, though? Yeah, I'm a Spikefield Hazard first. I like the choice of playing Arcanist on turn 2, depending, of course, on what our opponent is playing. By the way, people are, like, annoyed with me for talking shop and talking about trying to make the, make the channel... I see it as making the channel better. Some people might see it as, like, trying to maximize profits or something. Look, I'm not making money from this. Hallowed Fontaine. Screw it. Opt? I haven't seen Opt in a while. Why'd you shock yourself then? Even like for a spell pierce, that doesn't seem like it would make sense. So here we're going to go ahead and Stitch Supplier and hope we hit a Thoughtseize. Let me see a Thoughtseize. Nope. Awkward. But that's pretty unfortunate. So Jeskai Control with Search for Eggs can't. Do they have a Deafening Clarion? I mean, that's also fallen out of vogue. Three mana Narset, maybe? Could just pass for an Absorb? The Royal Scions. Is this Jeskai draw 2?
Aye, with the knowledge to that my answers lie in the cold.
If you had a chance to change your fate, would ya? Let's see. Do I want a Village Rites first? How much do I care about this card? Probably not a lot, right? I could Spark Up. Yeah, I'll Spark Up. Rude.
My thoughts were too frozen to win.
No, I'm good. Thanks, Fam. Fam? Oh, thanks, Fam. I'm good, thanks. Need some more fodder, please, to utilize my spiels. 4 mana. Fae of Wishes. Okay, this is such an interesting control deck that I'm not used to seeing. They got Rest in Peace. Right. And I drew nothing helpful. Can I beat a Rest in Peace? I don't think I can. Not in the main deck, at least. I think I need to Village Rites my Arcanist. Darn. Yeah, I needed to draw either a discard spell or another land. And I drew neither. I think I'm just going to concede. So definitely like to feed the swarms. Doubt we're going to have too many just creatures. Sure. The Claim the Firstborn is still in because I could do some cutesy things with Arcanist. You might think that line last game was super weird, and that might just be like the weird kind of mid-range player that I am. Some people argue that the deck I'm playing is a mid-range deck. I don't know if I would classify it as a mid-range deck. Maybe. Definitely not a Jund-like, that's for sure. But yeah, I was trying to utilize my resources in such a way which could give me a, frankly, low percentage advantage, but one where I would be able to actually get an advantage. I think just casting something there would have had me maintain disadvantage, and it'd be a pretty harsh disadvantage. This hand is not great, but fine. Yeah, I mean, it's very much not great. I think we have to look at that. I'm willing to play this hand. Let's go to 15, baby. They do play Pact of Negation. So this is Jeskai Planeswalkers, I guess. Next one we just placed Supplier. Kroxa is nice to see. I can claim that. They could just play the Fae Wishes here. I wouldn't be terribly surprised. They also just might play the Steam Vents tapped. Play a Howl Fountain tapped. It's fine as well, I suppose. I'm pretty sure Kroxa is the correct hit here. I might be wrong. I assume they're going to get rid of Pact of Negation. They might get rid of Jace, but I assume it's Pact. Interesting. So I mean, I guess this could be a Gideon, but oh, no, it'd be great if it was a Gideon. And then I have a red source. Angrass Rampage, they packed it. I mean, that would be great. Obviously, it's not, because I can't. This, of course, will come in tapped, unfortunately. I'll just attack. Did it shock for this? I guess to absorb. But I don't have anything to absorb, sir. Or madam. Or anything. Royal Silence. I can spark up Harvest to that.
By your side, I am always ready. Let me
If you had a chance to change your fate, would ya? Yeah. I love how the brother, who has the blonde hair, has a thicker accent than the one with... She just have, like, legit red hair, right? I don't recall. Right, we gotta get a red source. Oh look, it's Village Rites. I'm going to attack you in the face first. Thank you very much. Then I'm going to spark up. Yeah, it's a sorcery. Do I want to spark up? Because I could Village Rites and Angress Rampage this. I'm gonna Village Rites. Imagine if I get, like, land discard spell. Well, I got one of those, and I'm happy about it. Do I care much about this? Yeah, I'm here. Shut up. I'm gonna give him this. I'm actually gonna Bedevil this, and I'm gonna do it now. Yeah, and the reason I'm doing it here, so I'm using Bedevil because it's more mana efficient. I'd be able to potentially. Never mind. I don't have 2 red sources. I'm so stupid. Narset is fine.
I have practiced against many foes like you.
Are you out of land?
Before action.
Or are you just waiting to play it? Approach. And they are indeed out of land. The fact that they're running like they're missing land drops is huge for me. The question is, can I capitalize on it? The answer, probably no. Yeah, I think I'm going to just rampage the Narset here. Push it real good. No, whip it. Whip it good. I assume this is going, right? Like, it's 7 mana. I feel like the Pact is a better card there. Like, this is 7 mana. And, like, getting into Pact is potentially super helpful. I mean, I could just be super wrong, but... I mean, if I get a red source, I get to play a... Why do you hate me, game? I can't activate Lurrus and then play Lurrus. So... I'm just going to put Lurrus into my hand. I don't trust the game. I know it highlighted not the mountain, but I just do not trust the game. Get rid of this! It costs 7 mana, you're on 3. Thank you. Use your Search for Azcanta, you get to play it next turn, you put it in your hand and all that garbo. Lucky. So now they can hold up. Okay.
I knew you needed my help. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
So I'm going to... Can this deal 2 damage to any target? No. 4 damage each. What did you exile? Triumph. So I definitely want to play this. I think I want to play this Fame It. And then kill Chandra. Like, Chandra scares me.
It's over when
Like, I could have chunked them down to 10, but I'm not sure that's correct. Obviously, like, losing Lurrus here would be pretty bad.
Knowledge
Trying
is a
to.
skeleton key.
Come on, bottom, bottom. Top bottom's okay, I guess. I'd be surprised if they don't search for Kenta here. Teferi.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint. You
Well,
need
I
to slow
can
down.
kill the Teferi. I could probably do better. No, I forgot I only had one red, dude. Alright, it's fine. I'm bad at this game. Anybody else know that? Or just me? I hate myself so much. I should have just played the
I
damn...
have a better plan next time.
Please, give me, like, one more red source. Please. So now they're just going to... They're just going to Fave Wishes into a Rest in Peace if they sideboarded correctly. Like, when you're running Fave Wishes and you have silver bullets, you need to keep at least one of them in the sideboard.
I see how all this connects now.
And that's why I prefer to play with Mastermind's Acquisition. Because then it doesn't matter where you put your silver bullets, you'll always be able to get them. So that was a double bottom, which is helpful. I need a red source, please! Like, now. Marset, sure.
Mind and body should move in unison, like we meditate and prepare.
Crafter's Cage. They get to play the Crafter's Cage this turn. Oh, cool, I can beat the Swarm. Wow. And we're done here. Yeah, that's frustrating. And so, what moving the DeckTech to the back does is it allows me to integrate the time that I spend on talking about my thoughts on the deck. For what it's worth, a deck like this, I'm not really going to share my thoughts on too much because this is an actual deck. This is an amalgamation of various of these top decks. So this is your typical Rakdos Arcanist Pyromancer style deck where you're meant to accrue a lot of value over the course of the game by utilizing your graveyard and the various value spells that you have access to. Obviously, you saw through the game being able to Dreadhorde Arcanist into things like Thoughtseize additional times is very helpful. You can utilize your Stitcher Suppliers to fill up your graveyard as well as a resource for your Spark Harvests or your Village Rites. Claim the Firstborn allows you to take things and either use them to kill your opponent or use them as sacrifice fodder to the many things that we described. The deck has moved away from Archfiend's Vessel by a lot. If you go to MTG Goldfish, where they have a lot of the aggregate data, you can kind of see the percentage that's played, or the average number that's played across the various versions of this deck. And Archfiend's Vessel was, I think, at 1.4 copies across the majority of the decks. Kroxa is obviously a very strong card, or at least has the ability to be when you draw the red sources that you need. However, I did not draw the red sources that I need that last game, whatever. Claim the Firstborn, pretty cool. You get to return your Kroxas, like any of these, frankly, which is always nice. And then Fame being able to give something haste can be very helpful if you play it correctly. As for the sideboard, we have a single Duress to help out at just, destroying our opponent's hand. Fatal Push, an additional Fatal Push, I should say, to help out against some creature decks. Being able to Fatal Push something, followed by a Arcanist into Fatal Push something else is very, very crippling for low-to-the-ground creature decks. Soul Guide Lantern against opposing graveyard decks, because we don't want to remove the entire graveyard. We just want to make sure that our opponents don't get to use their graveyard. Feed the Swarm. It's helpful against things like Rest in Peace. However, if your opponent is also, which is what you should be doing, by the way, playing Grafdigger's Cage, and sometimes you don't get the Grafdigger's Cage. And because you only saw the Rest in Peace, you didn't think, hey, they might also bring in Grafdigger's Cage, so maybe I should bring in the Abrade, considering the fact that I mean, we did bring an Ingress Rampage, but that was for Planeswalkers. Considering the fact that we were against a Planeswalker primarily deck, a Braid otherwise wouldn't be very good, right? So that's why you diversify your stocks and bonds, kids. Scourge of Skyclaves, I assume, is just when you're racing aggro. A Braid is helpful against the artifact-based decks, and then Witch's Vengeance against essentially Goblins, Elves, Merfolk, those things. So all in all, this is just not my solid deck. Some people call it mid-range. It's mid-range in the same way like Rakdos Sack is mid-range, or Jund Sack. Well, Jund Sack, the thing is, Jund Sack is definitely more mid-range than Rakdos Sack, right? And this is closer to Rakdos Sack than Jund Sack. Now, oftentimes, one of the things that, the main things that kind of categorize mid-range decks are the time, like literally the number of turns it takes for you to stabilize against aggro, or aggro down control, because it's a mid-range deck. It's meant to be able to do both. And then another thing is often either very high synergy or just high power, right? You'll often see just like, Jund typically is the symbol of this high power, with not technically a ton of synergy necessarily, right? If you're thinking about things like a modern Jund, where you're playing the best removal, you're playing the most effective creatures, you're playing some Planeswalkers because they're powerful, right? Those are like those types of decks, and you do have some high synergy decks like this, although it feels very different because it's so like low to the ground, like. A well-coordinated energy deck that utilizes things like Harness Lightning, what's that? I'm literally making a deck for it. I don't have to pretend. I'm making a deck for it. Oh god, where is it? Energy Jund. Sneak peek. That utilizes things like this, right? This feels like more of one of those synergy mid-range decks. So I'm not sure exactly where I stand on Arcanist. I would very I beg and plead of you, plead, whatever, that you let me know in the comments if you prefer this style, having the DeckTech at the end. I know some people really like the DeckTechs, so that's kind of why I'm not going to get rid of them entirely. Although if it seems like people really only care about the first game, I'm not lying. I might just have like essentially every other day than Monday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the bolus brawl and Abzan days. I might have every other day be essentially a one game / match video where I talk very briefly about the deck. So I mean, yeah, I need this information to make the channel great for you all. Anyway, I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Fogwin, Malik, and Balater, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find links in the description below. Do hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, until next time, all will be one.